DETV News is powered by DART, Delaware's transit service. Moving forward.
Suicide is now the second leading cause of death for children and young adults. What local officials are doing about it. Plus, the University of Delaware announces the largest tuition increase in over a decade. And exactly what holidays are allowed for free parking in Wilmington? Turns out not many people know that answer. Those stories and much more straight ahead tonight on DETV News. Hello and welcome to DETV News. I'm Matt Ford. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. A scary scene unfolded in the parking lot of a child daycare center in Newark after a road rage incident between two women quickly escalated. The victim told police that she and the suspect pulled into the KinderCare parking lot on Meadowwood Drive after the initial road rage incident on Kirkwood Highway. The suspect, identified as 35-year-old Taisha Bethia, approached a suspect as she sat in her car and pointed a gun at her. Officials say that she went in to swing the firearm and hit the victim's car, causing minor damage. She also contacted police, denying she threatened the victim or hit her vehicle with the gun. After a search of her vehicle, officers say they found a loaded black 9mm handgun that was found hidden underneath a child's car seat. She was then arrested and charged with multiple offenses, including carrying a concealed deadly weapon, possession of a weapon in a school zone, aggravated menacing, and terroristic threatening. A former U.S. Post Office employee here in Delaware, accused of stealing over 100 packages, will not serve any prison time. A federal judge sentenced Jasmine Holloway, 33 years old, to 6 months of home confinement and 2 years of probation, along with $32,000 in restitution. Holloway pleaded guilty to 4 counts of mail theft, a felony for postal employees. She worked at the Marshallton Post Office and took advantage of her access code to enter after hours. Holloway opened packages destined for a reshipping company selling the stolen electronic devices. Despite the seriousness of the crime, prosecutors cited Holloway's limited criminal history and compliance with pretrial conditions, opting for home confinement. Delaware gun owners may have to think twice about where they store their weapons. A new bill would make it a misdemeanor to knowingly leave a firearm unattended in a car. Under House Bill 155, there are 3 options for how to store a gun in a vehicle: secured in a lockbox, a firearm rack, or locked in the trunk. Supporters say the idea is to give us a glimpse into the potential dangers lying behind a car's glass window. According to the Delaware State Police Bureau of Identification, nearly 600 firearms have been reported stolen from vehicles in Delaware since 2019. President of the Delaware State Sportsman Association, Jeff Haig, is casting doubt on the law's potential to make any significant difference. Haig argued that, quote, criminals don't obey the law, so they are going to get away with getting the gun anyway. HB 155 would not require people to have their firearm locked up if they are in the car with the gun. It will be heard in the House Judiciary Committee, but no date has been set yet. The University of Delaware has revealed plans for a substantial 5% tuition hike for the upcoming academic year, marking its most significant boost in more than 10 years. In-state tuition would jump to just over $14,000, with out-of-state students paying just under $38,000 annually, if the budget passed by the Board of Trustees gets the expected revenue from the Delaware legislature over the next 2 months. Now, this follows a 3% increase last year. In addition to the tuition hike, residence hall rates are also projected to rise by 5%, while meal plans are slated for a significant 9% increase. The University of Delaware is preparing a $1.235 billion budget for the upcoming school year. Exactly what holidays are allowed for free parking in the city of Wilmington? Well, Ken Grant has been working with city officials to make parking more understandable and less painful. Well, you may be surprised to know that not all federal holidays are Wilmington holidays. And as you'll see, it has many city residents quite stumped. Take a look.
Throughout the city, you'll find signs like this one indicating that parking enforcement is not carried out on holidays. The question is, what does the city recognize as a holiday? All right, so here's the deal. Throughout the city of Wilmington, there are signs like this one indicating that parking is enforced most of the year except for holidays. So the question is, what is a holiday? And what you see listed here are 17 holidays. However, the city only recognizes 12 of those holidays. I want you to put stickers next to the ones you think are not recognized by the city.
Okay.
Put a sticker next to the 5 that you think the city does not recognize.
I don't think it's day after Thanksgiving. I know, and I know because of trash pickup, it's always mixed up a little bit. But I'm going to say day after Thanksgiving.
All right.
Because you got another day that week already. It's my guess.
That would be Lincoln birthday, Good Friday, Unforced Day, Flag Day, and day after Thanksgiving.
I get a little music with this one.
Oh wait, not without violating copyright.
Independent. Ooh, man, that's tough.
Isn't it?
I can't find the last one. President's Day, no. Good Friday. Columbus Day. I'm going to say, what's that? Flag Day.
Flag Day. All right.
All right, here we go.
And then I don't want to say it, but I feel like I'm gonna say it because no one else did it. I'm gonna go with Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Okay.
And then I think I have one more.
Yeah, I have one more too. I'm gonna go.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that one too.
It would be Lincoln's birthday.
Okay.
I would say Good Friday.
Okay.
2. I would say May 19th, which is 3. I would say Patriots Day.
Good Friday. Armed Forces Day? They're not. I'm going to say Armed Forces Day.
Okay.
I'm going to say or Juneteenth, Independence Day, Flag Day, June 14th, Flag Day, Labor Day, Patriot Day. I'm going to say Patriot Day. I got 3 so far, right?
Yep.
I got 2 more, right?
2 more to go.
I don't know if they've got Juneteenth in yet. I don't think Patriot Day. And one more.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing they don't yet have. I'm gonna do Columbus. Okay.
All
I
right.
don't know.
Okay. Well, we'll
Find out later.
find out later.
Maybe Flag Day, because who really celebrates Flag Day?
I'm gonna go first with Flag Day. Oh, gotta get
Yep.
a new sticker. Flag Day.
I'm gonna go with Juneteenth.
Okay.
Patriot Day.
I'm gonna do Lincoln's birthday.
Day after Thanksgiving, Christmas Day. I'm gonna say day after Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh.
The day after Thanksgiving, definitely.
Hopefully, I'm a good citizen.
Well, as you can see, there's a lot of differing opinions about which holidays the city does and doesn't recognize, when it's safe to park, and when you're risking a ticket. Now for some answers. So we're taking a look at the Wilmington City website on holidays and which ones are recognized, which ones aren't. As everybody guessed, New Year's Day is a recognized holiday in the city of Wilmington. As is Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service. That is recognized. However, as many of you noticed, Lincoln's birthday, not so much. So that one is not recognized. However, President's Day certainly is. Good Friday is recognized as a city holiday, so a few of you guessed wrong on that one. Armed Forces Day, a lot of people were correct in assuming that that was not a recognized holiday. Memorial Day, of course, we all enjoy that Memorial Day weekend. Juneteenth, a few of you said you didn't think that the city recognized that. However, the city does recognize Juneteenth. Independence Day, obviously, we all enjoy the fireworks. Flag Day, yes, a lot of you got that one correct. Flag Day is not a recognized holiday by the city as far as actually getting time off or suspending ticketing. Labor Day, yes, everybody got that correct. That is a recognized holiday, as well as many of you guessed correctly that September 11th, Patriot Day, that is not a recognized holiday for the city, nor is Columbus Day or Indigenous Peoples Day, that October 9th. Veterans Day is recognized. Thanksgiving Day, of course. The day after Thanksgiving, the city does recognize that as a holiday. Everybody is off for that one, and you don't have to worry about getting parking tickets then. And of course, December 25th, Christmas Day.
On the next installment, Ken talks with a woman whose car was claimed by the city 3 times. Tune in to hear her story next week. Shifting gears now, heading to Dover, Delaware's House and Technology and Telecommunications Committee unanimously approved a data privacy bill aimed at granting consumers more control over their personal data. The bill would provide consumers with rights such as deleting or changing personal data, knowing who collects their data, and opting out of targeted ads. The legislation applies to companies that handle personal data for 35,000 or more individuals or generate at least 20% of their revenue from selling personal data of over 10,000 individuals. Exemptions include the state of Delaware and financial institutions, while certain data types like HIPAA information and credit card data are exempted from consumer modifications. House Bill 154 now awaits further consideration after being placed on the House Ready list. The Food Bank of Delaware will hold a series of mass drive-through distributions in each county this month. The first one will be held right here in Newcastle County. That drive-through distribution will be at the Delaware Park Lot D tomorrow, May 19th. The Sussex County drive-through distribution will be held at Crossroad Community Church on Monday, May 22nd. And Kent County's event will be held at the Dover Motor Speedway. That's Wednesday, May 31st. All distributions will begin promptly at 10 a.m. The food bank tells us they can only serve households who are present at the distribution. You must bring proof that you live in the state of Delaware, and this could be as simple as a piece of mail. You are also asked to bring your ticket, either printed or digitally, on your phone. You're also asked to please wear your mask when the volunteers approach your vehicle for check-in. Attendees are encouraged to pre-register. Delaware lawmakers are advocating for increased health care access for the state's most vulnerable children. A new bill aims to establish a medical assistance program specifically catering to uninsured children, particularly those from low-income families or those who are undocumented. Known as House Bill 150, or the Cover All Delaware Children Act, the legislation would mandate the Department of Health and Social Services to develop and implement this program. Bill sponsor Representative Krista Griffith highlights the current situation where children can receive charity care from hospitals or emergency rooms but lack access to routine and preventative health care services. Representative Griffith emphasizes that offering basic medical care can prevent more serious and costly health issues from going untreated. Families seeking eligibility would need to meet federal income poverty guidelines for either Medicaid or CHIP. The bill's fiscal note is expected to be released soon. Currently, the bill is awaiting consideration in the House Health and Human Development Committee. In similar news, the Delaware House has approved 2 bills aimed at enhancing the mental health of students in the state. House Bill 3 and House Bill 4 are part of the 2023 Delaware Behavioral Health Package, which takes a comprehensive approach to addressing mental health care for children. Representative Valerie Longhurst emphasizes the urgent need to act promptly in addressing the mental health crisis among young people. While student mental health has already been declining prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, the pandemic has exacerbated mental health challenges and stressors. Research shows that stress and trauma can significantly impact students' behavior, emotional well-being, academic performance, and overall health. Shockingly, suicide is now the second leading cause of death for individuals aged 10 to 14 and 25 to 34. House Bill 3 aims to prioritize students' mental health by granting them excused absences for mental or behavioral health reasons. Additionally, the bill requires students with more than 2 excused absences to be referred to a school-based mental or behavioral health specialist for necessary support. House Bill 4 ensures that students have access to behavioral health services in schools following a traumatic event. Both bills will now proceed to the Senate for further consideration. Making learning fun is always a challenge for educators, but at one local elementary school, teachers have figured out a way to keep students focused on their lessons. Our Kaylin Pride has more.
So at school, you're learning something. At home, you can just play games.
When it comes to exposing students to a new environment, Wilbur Elementary School has it covered. The school's virtual reality program offers students a challenging yet fun experience where they're immersed in their surroundings.
Virtual reality takes what's going on in our world and brings it into our classrooms. So some things are pictures or movies that we can actually interact with. Some things are created models, kind of like Minecraft, but we also have things that are pictures, but we can't quite get inside the pictures. We can just look around, as it were. So 360 degrees. What did you guys learn in science, Raylan?
Virtual reality gives students a chance to step into their textbooks and feel like they're in the environment they're learning about.
The first time we did it, I was really surprised. I thought we were just gonna do games because I have a VR at home, and it's with games I didn't know there are VRs that you could use to learn. So when I put it on, it was really cool.
So when you have the goggles on, it's almost like you left real life and you're somewhere else. It feels like everything's real and I can't walk off the edges.
By using the virtual reality goggles, Mr. Ostheimer is able to turn his curriculum into a fun lesson for his students.
And plus, with our new CKLA, there's actually content that would actually transfer for this. So there's things on the Aztecs that we're going to be learning, and we'll be able to actually go to an Aztec city, as it were, and take a look.
At first it was fun because we got to learn about a bunch of different tribes and what they do. I get to travel places more, and it's fun because I'd rather be in the actual place, but it's still fun that I'm still in the classroom.
Equity is a big thing, and many students don't get a chance to travel. So just trying to give kids the sense of what's possible out there in the world without actually leaving our classroom.
For DETV News, I'm Kaylin Pride.
Officials with the Delaware Department of Natural Resources and Environmental Control have confirmed a new state record for tog. The record tog, also known as blackfish, was reeled in by James Milano of North Babylon, New York. The fish was caught at a wreck site east of Indian River Inlet on May 6th. The fish measured 34 inches and weighed 22 pounds and 14 ounces. State officials said it's the second record fish caught this year. A record 43¼ inch, 22-pound, 3-ounce muskie was caught on January 11th in the Brandywine River by Stephen Rakowski of Wilmington. The Clifford Brown Jazz Festival, set for June 21st through the 24th in Rodney Square, will feature headliners Kamasi Washington, Kem, Corey Wong, and more. The largest free jazz outdoor festival on the East Coast honors Wilmington native and trumpeter Clifford Brown. All ages are welcome for the concert, and guests are advised to bring lawn chairs or blankets for seating. The square will be lined with food trucks and vendors throughout the festival week, and as of this broadcast, the performance times have not yet been released, but we'll keep you updated. And exciting news for cycling enthusiasts as the highly anticipated Wilmington Grand Prix gears up for its 15th edition, set to take place May 19th through the 21st. The Wilmington Grand Prix is renowned as one of the premier bike races in the United States, attracting top riders from around the nation. This early season event holds a prominent spot on USA's cycling national racing calendar, featuring the country's most prestigious bike races. The Wilmington Grand Prix is steeped in tradition for both racers and the local community. The action-packed weekend kicks off Friday night with the thrilling Monkey Hill Time Trial, a challenging 3.2-mile race against the clock through Wilmington's scenic Brandywine Park. On Saturday, the major Taylor Community Ride starts at 11 a.m., will be followed by exhilarating men and women's professional and amateur racing. The excitement continues on Sunday with the 10th annual Governor's Ride and the 9th annual Grand Fondo. Last year's Grand Fondo attracted cyclists from around the country and around the world, and the DETV team will be there throughout the event to bring you live coverage. We hope to see you there. And in case you missed big news, that's sarcasm, Antonia Gorga, daughter of Real Housewife of New Jersey Melissa Gorga, is attending the University of Delaware this fall. The Real Housewives of New Jersey daughter made the announcement in an Instagram post, of course. In addition to noting that she'll be part of the graduating class of 2027, Antonia posted several photos of herself posing with all the University of Delaware themed swag that her parents Melissa Gorga and Joe Gorga got to celebrate the big news. The Real Housewives of New Jersey cast member also shared one of the photos on her own Instagram, captioning her post, quote, "I'm having so many emotions right now. I'm smiling, I'm proud, I'm crying. I am a hot mess." And we're going to leave that there. For this edition of DETV News, I'm Matt Ford. Thanks so much for joining us. For news anytime, head to our website. That's detvch.com. And be sure to check us out on your favorite social media platforms. Lauren Wilson and I will see you again next week.